I'm Dr. Stephen Weiniger. I'm the posture expert. My goal is helping people to become posture aware and teaching them to improve their postural control. Tech neck, the tech lifestyle, sitting, people's bodies are folding. And the key to making a difference in tech lifestyle is what we call acing your posture. ACE stands for being aware, training postural control, and designing an intelligent posture environment. Becoming posture aware is as simple as taking a picture. We use the Posture Zone app to see what someone looks like and measure where the body is balancing from their head to their torso to the pelvis, adding brackets to it and quantifying how the body is balancing. Once you've done that, step back and take a look at someone's posture. Looking at him standing right now, if you would, close your eyes. I notice that when I look here, I see internal rotation like that. That means that the muscles here and here are being rolled in. In fact, looking at it, I can see that that shoulder is pulling somewhat anterior and this one pulled a bit back. Open your eyes again. Beginning just making him aware of that, I'd like you to stand really, really tall, shrug your shoulders up, keep them really up, roll them all the way back, and now roll them back down, but keep them on the back side of your torso. And you notice when you do that, you're feeling your head go into a bit of extension. The challenge that you have, if you spend all day long with your body folded, these muscles become shorter and these muscles become longer. And when you do that, that's not a bad thing to do, but you may notice that you're leaning back from the torso and your pelvis is going forward. If you want to address tech posture, you need to do it from the bottom to the top. If you try to just do a straight neck retraction, it's not an evil thing to do, but it's going to create problems down the kinetic chain. Your body moves in a chain of motion. It starts from the bottom and works its way up. The head is the open end of the chain. If you do something with the open end first, the stress is going to go down and you create compression and other unanticipated effects. Bowls are fantastic tools to begin training core engagement from a tech lifestyle, and it's also something that you can use from an environment point of view to sit on. So I'm going to show you a simple thing that we do to teach people how to sit with strong posture, and that's what we teach, strong posture, on a ball. I'd like you to sit on this ball, right, and face me a little bit, if you would. And I want you to have your feet be parallel, hip distance apart, come forward a little bit, your feet. There you go. And I'd like you to sit really tall on the ball. And maintaining that tall, I want you to lift your body, and you notice your body coming longer. If you think about posture, if we looked at the posture zones of head, torso, and pelvis, if one's going this way and one's going that way, it's going to collapse. When you make something longer, you're stacking the centers together. So if we're making you sitting up longer, we're pulling things back into alignment. I want you to maintain that tall, tuck your chin, and keeping your head level, and really slowly move the ball to your left, and move the ball to your right, and to the left, and to the right, all the way to the left. Now move it backwards, and move it to the left, move it forward, and move it to the right. And I want you to do it without moving your knees, because I want the motion to be from your core, not from your torso. Move backwards, and so keeping your knees locked. And keep on going in a circle. Go all the way around. And you'll notice when we look at them, we keep on going in a circle, I want you not to move your knees, and don't move your torso. And he's having a lot of motion happening in both the knees and the torso, even though he knows that he's not supposed to, because that's the pattern that his body moves in. We teach strong posture exercises, we teach strong posture at work programs, and the beginning of teaching someone to focus with a ball sitting on a ball is to make them aware of their posture from the top down and then work from the bottom up. So sitting on the ball, shoulders up, back, and down, hands on your lap, palms up. And just relax them, but letting your shoulders drop back down. And now make a circle, but don't move your knees, and keep your knees really stable. and make a circle. The most common assistive pattern that people will tend to do with ball circles is using hip abductors. People work reflexively. They don't know where that is. So to make him inhibit those hip abductors, we want to activate his hip adductors. I'd like you to hold that between your knees. With your knees just like that, hands on your lap, palms up, and make a circle again. And now do that and don't move this. Don't move this. And I want you to sit really tall, look straight ahead, and tuck your chin, tuck your chin, tuck your chin. And don't move your torso, and make a circle with the pelvis. And it won't be a big circle, slow, and don't move this. And it's a small circle, but you'll notice you're really having to focus. Now slowly go the other way, really slow. And you'll notice on the initial direction, he had some introduction making large circles. He's not having that on the other direction, so he's more jerky. What will happen as he focuses, he'll find unused fibers, unused motor units, and work out how to recruit them to the best of his physical ability at that time. If there's a locked link in the kinetic chain, that means that something's not moving, and adjusting that from a chiropractic point of view, mobilizing tight muscles from a muscle fascia point of view can help create mobilization that then facilitates the ability to move. But this is the first exercise that we'll do to teach someone how to connect with the core from a learning how to sit strong with strong posture point of view. No one types like this, but this is a good beginning. A progression, I'd like you to sit up tall, shoulders up, back, and down. Keep your elbows into your side and move them all the way in so they're against your side. And keeping your shoulders down, I'd like you to bring your elbows up to shoulder height, keeping your shoulders down. And then keeping your hands flat, put your hands straight overhead. And you notice as he did that, his elbows dropped down because of the tightness in his shoulders. If we want to make that stretch, I'd like you to put your hands back down, put one hand here, one hand there, and maintaining the same position, shoulders up, shoulders back, keep them back, and shoulders down. And keeping them down, I want you to lift your elbows up to shoulder height, shoulders height, and keeping your elbows up, and now slowly bring your hands over your head, keeping this stretched apart. And slowly bring your hands up, but keep your elbows up. And your shoulders back down. And while doing that, now try to make a circle with your pelvis. I would generally not do this with a patient on the first encounter. I would be building this probably in 3 or 4 steps over time. And don't move your torso. And keep your head level. And you'll see how the kinetic chain, as we're forcing it, this keeps on being a reaction. And don't move your knees. And you'll see the elbows dropping shoulders, and put it back down. When I spent time in Prague learning from Professor Vladimir Yonder, one thing that he said that really impressed me is make the test the exercise and the exercise the test. If you want to strengthen function, you want to teach people how to do that function in the most biomechanically effective way. Posture is how you balance an insanely complex system. And you're doing this constantly without even thinking about it. Strengthening posture means systematically building to find the weak links, the different places that he was deviating from that symmetry, and one at a time teaching him how to do that, and then building a strong posture program at work so that he can take a strong posture micro break, doing this kind of activity at work for 5 slow breaths. Not a long time, but incorporating daily micro breaks of strong posture into your habits is the best way to avoid the hazards of a tech sitting lifestyle. Because most of us are not going to give up our phones. We're not going to give up our computers. And the world that we're living in is radically different than it was even a decade ago. Tech is here. It's not going away. If you want to age successfully in our society, you need to be doing something to combat that constant flexion. It's not just your head, it's not just your pelvis, it's the whole body folded. And as I said in the title of my book, Stand Taller, Live Longer. It's an anti-aging strategy. Thank you very much.